What's the worst way someone tried to propose to you? I, 26F, got engaged last fall to my boyfriend of 3 years, 28M. He proposed during a weekend trip to the mountains. It was this cute little Airbnb, candles everywhere, and he got down on one knee on the deck while it was snowing. It was perfect. But the weird thing was the ring. At first, I was just stunned he managed to pick out something I loved. It was a vintage-style ring, with a small sapphire surrounded by tiny diamonds. I remember thinking, wow, he actually paid attention to the kind of stuff I like. But a few weeks later, while flipping through an old photo album at my mom's house, something stopped me cold. There was a picture of my sister, Lauren. She died 3 years ago in a car crash. She was only 24. We were close, like best friends close. We shared clothes, jokes, secrets. When she died, I felt like a part of me got ripped out and buried with her. In that photo, she was smiling and holding up her hand. She had just gotten engaged before she passed. And there it was. The same ring. I literally dropped the album. At first, I thought, no way. I must be imagining it. But I zoomed in, studied every detail. The sapphire, the little twist in the band, even the tiny scratch on the side. It was the exact same ring. I asked my mom about it casually at first, hey, what happened to Lauren's engagement ring? And I swear, she went pale. She pulled me aside like she was about to reveal some kind of dark family secret and just whispered, honey, that is your sister's ring. I couldn't speak. I had this horrible tight feeling in my chest. Apparently, after Lauren passed, her fiancé gave the ring back to my mom. She couldn't bring herself to get rid of it. So she just kept it locked away in a jewelry box, buried under old photos and keepsakes. No one was ever supposed to wear it again. She never gave it to Matt. So how did he get it? I confronted him that night. I didn't even pretend to be calm. I held up my hand and said, whose ring is this, Matt? He looked confused at first, then guilty. Then he gave me the dumbest answer I've ever heard. I found it while helping your mom clean out her attic. I figured it was just an old ring and thought it would save money. He didn't ask. He didn't even tell me. He just took the ring and pretended it was this romantic, once-in-a-lifetime gesture. And he let me wear it, my dead sister's ring, for months. To brunches, to parties, to work, to family dinners, in front of people who knew. Who must have recognized it. He never cared that it wasn't his to take. He never cared what it might do to me emotionally. This wasn't just lazy, it was disrespectful. It was selfish. It was disgusting. I took it off right there. No drama. No yelling. Just cold, calm rage. I handed it back to him and said, if you want something cheap and stolen in your life, go look in the mirror. Then I walked out. We're no longer engaged. And now, when people ask why, I tell them the truth. He tried to marry me with a corpse's ring. Update. It's been a week since I ended the engagement. No texts. No calls. Just silence. Earlier today, out of nowhere, Matt showed up at my apartment with this big, smug look on his face, like he was proud of himself. He had a bouquet of flowers and a small box in his hand. Look, I get it, he said. You were emotional. But I brought you a new ring. Real diamond. No history attached. Can we move past this? I just stared at him. Like, he really thought this was about jewelry? That this whole thing was just about a piece of metal? I didn't even open the box. I told him, you didn't just give me a ring that didn't belong to you. You gave me the one thing you knew would cut the deepest. He tried to interrupt me. Said something like, it was just sitting there in a box. No one was using it. I figured your mom would have wanted it passed on. I asked him, did you even ask her? He paused. Didn't say a word. Because he knew the answer. He didn't ask. He just took. He used my grief like it was some kind of shortcut to look thoughtful, without putting in any effort. And then he said the most disgusting thing I've ever heard. Your sister's gone. I'm sure she'd be happy the ring stayed in the family. I felt like I was going to scream. I told him, no. My sister would have hated this. She was sentimental. She believed in love and effort and meaning. She would have been horrified to know her ring got reused by someone too cheap to buy his own.